Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I did a video earlier and said in it that I do cardio every day, and that caused some concern. Some people are coming in, chiming in with like, hey, doesn't daily cardio interfere with recovery? Doesn't cardio hurt your gains? So let's discuss some of the misconceptions about cardio. So let me put on my +5 hat of weaponsmithing, work on skilling up my crafting a little bit, and let's talk about this. Because there are a lot of misconceptions about cardio out there, particularly among lifters and everything. All right, guys, cardio, and when I mean cardio, I mean true endurance work. Endurance work is something you can do for 30 minutes to an hour or more. All right, it actually works on your endurance, true cardio, like a long distance capacity. Not HIIT cardio, not intense interval training, stuff like that. Now, that stuff is different because there is a resistance component. Certain energy systems that you tap into during interval training are the same energy systems you use for weightlifting. So obviously there's going to be some overlap in recovery. There's going to be some overlap in everything. Resources used, everything by the body. So I mean, obviously if you're doing a bunch of high intensity cardio, particularly like interval type training and HIIT, that's going to be a little bit different. But when we're talking about true endurance work, people need to understand human beings are one of the most endurance oriented species on land. We are, as far as mammals go, we're near the top end of the spectrum as far as endurance ability. And if you don't believe me, go look at certain tribes in Africa who still live a traditional lifestyle. They do endurance hunting where they run down antelopes and stuff over long periods of time and wear them down. In fact, we know that in various indigenous cultures that still operate that way have been able to outrun big game out on the fields. A human being who actually practices distance running, who is a marathon runner, which is what every human is capable of being. I mean, just about anyone who's healthy could go train to run a marathon and eventually do it. It's actually really common. Just normal everyday people do it. So what you will find is that they can run down a horse if given enough open land to catch it in enough hours and enough days. They will run a horse down. You can wear it down and catch it. It's food for thought there. But yeah, we are very, very good at endurance as a species. And the other thing is, endurance work doesn't tap into your recovery the way most other exercises do. So no, you could actually get away with doing low intensity cardio every single day. And as long as you don't push it too hard, it won't interfere with your recovery much. In fact, as far as even gains go, as far as strength gains go, what we noted over the years is that strength athletes who first start engaging in it, who are fairly conditioned at their actual sport, the strength training in, they lose a little bit of strength for a short period of time. But what happens over time, the cardio improves their work capacity, it improves their capillarization, it improves their ability to clear waste products from their muscles, and what eventually happens is that they end up being stronger than when they started, when you get 6 months down the road of doing regular cardio. Because there's an initial hit because of training interference that goes on. But once you get through that period of time, eventually the improved work capacity and improved recovery ability of it actually helps speed up recovery enough that they can train a little bit harder and recover from it better, or they can train a little more frequently and recover from it. Because the body gets better at clearing waste products, and low intensity cardio is actually a form of active recovery. So it can help you recover between squat and deadlift sessions. It's actually a very, very useful tool for that. And the other thing is, people talk about it losing muscle. Do you know the reason some people lose muscle when they do too much low intensity cardio? They burn through too many calories and they don't make them back up. And that's because a lot of people use cardio as a fat loss tool. Now, it's possible to bulk while doing cardio. You could do an hour or 2 hours of less cardio every single day. Bulk, you could gain muscle and fat both at the same time while doing it. The difference is that it burns a lot of calories, and that's one reason some people lose muscle on it, because it creates a big caloric deficit, and it can be difficult at times to hold on to all your muscle and your strength when you're losing weight. But people who eat the calories, they make up the difference in the calories, they don't lose muscle and strength. Particularly people who eat carbs after they do their cardio, they get enough carbs to replenish any glycogen or whatever they burned off. They eat enough food to recover from everything, to restore all the energy they used up. They don't see any loss in strength, and they certainly don't lose muscle mass as a result of that. Again, it's just the fact that you've burned through calories, and it raises your caloric requirement. Now, that's good news for people who like to eat a lot, because doing a lot of cardio lets you eat more food. It's fantastic. It raises your total daily energy expenditure. It's great. It's one of the reasons I do it. The other thing is that humans are an endurance-oriented species, and if we don't do cardio regularly, it's not good for us. All right, we are meant to be active. We are meant to be doing endurance work. We're very good as a species at that. We're very proficient at it, and so therefore, when we don't do it, that's not really an ideal situation for the human body. And when we notice people who are sedentary, I know we used to talk about people lifting weights, and I talk a lot about the health benefits of lifting weights. But low-intensity cardio has been shown to dramatically improve people's health. When you take sedentary people and you have them go start walking around the block, and they start taking a 30-minute walk around their neighborhood after work or whatever every day, within 30 days, their blood work starts improving. Even if they don't lose weight. Even if they don't lose weight, their health markers improve when they go in to see their doctor again. It's one reason all your doctors tell you go take a 30-minute walk every day. They tell all their patients that. It improves your heart health. It improves your cholesterol. It improves cardiovascular function. It's good for you. And that's what people need to understand with all this LISS cardio. We know that it's a valuable recovery tool. It can help lifters improve their work capacity, improve their recovery, improve the ability of their body to clear waste products because, again, the cardiovascular capacity that it adds. It's good for your heart health, and it's all around just a good idea to do LISS cardio. In fact, I recommend most people do that every day. You don't necessarily have to do it on days where you come in and you put in a really serious training effort. All right, fine, I get that. But any day that you're not coming in and training really, really hard, like you're not deadlifting or squatting, you absolutely should be doing at least 30 minutes of cardio. And it's just for your general health overall. It's for your general health. It doesn't mean that it may not affect your body composition in any way, and that's something people need to remember. Meaning if you burn 300 calories every day doing extra cardio, but you eat an extra 300 calories, it's probably not going to affect your body composition in any way. It's not going to make you lose fat. It's not going to make you lose muscle. You just burn through calories. And like I said, it's not really a negative for you. Endurance work comes easy to humans. We adapt to it really easy. We get good at doing it in a short period of time, and it becomes very, very easy for us to recover from, as long as it's reasonable bouts of it. Now, if you're doing 2 or 3 or 4 hours of cardio every day preparing for an endurance event, some of your other stuff can take a little bit of a back seat. But if you're doing an hour of low-intensity cardio every day, other than that initial adaptation, it shouldn't negatively affect your performance or training or muscle mass in any way. But what it will do is improve your overall health. It'll make you feel better. It's good for you. And in the long term, it will improve your recovery as an athlete and a lifter if you stick it out long enough. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.